What's going on with you two? What's happening out there? Yeah, Sunday here in Georgia. We just got back from Food Depot shopping. They're calling for rain from yesterday all the way to Wednesday. So if you look at the news, it's like rain from all the way yesterday. You'll see rain all the way to Wednesday. So if there's any chance I can wash my car and truck, I don't think I want to spend all that time and have it rain and all. Anyway, this is like part two of the DUI and jail thing. I didn't know I was going to have a part two at all, really, till today. I started thinking about a bunch of stuff. I said, well, shoot, let me do a part two. Anyway, during my DUI arrest, I had to go to DUI school, went there. Then I went to that class, where that mental thing, wherever they evaluate you. I had to go to that thing, and I have to go to that every Saturday and spend like $35 every time I went. Not only did I do that, I had to go to probation and spend $35, you know. But on top of that, I had 40 hours community service. And community service, I can pick my time. I just had to do 40 hours, for them to get it all in. So we picked up trash along the roads. Went to one road, not too far from us, but it was like away from my neighborhood and all. Picked up trash, and there was some cool people working with me. There was some women, there's some guys, and we all had kind of a fun time, really, to be honest with you. Everybody was real nice and all. So the next time we did trash was like right on the street before you turn the line. So that means everybody in my neighborhood, comes through that way. So I'm sitting there, I see some people I know turning the neighborhood. I'm sitting there and I start looking down. I just start looking down. Looking down, I don't know if they ever saw me or not, but it was embarrassing. That right there was embarrassing because I just know somebody will see me on the side of the road picking up trash. So anyway, one other thing I had to do. Oh yeah, we washed cars. We washed the county vehicles as they come in. We had to wash them. These transit little buses and all. We had to wash them things, and that was a pretty good time. We talked and joked and laughed and everything when we did it. It was just like we was doing it for the fun of it. That part of it was fun. But another thing I had to do, I had to go to what is it, DUI school, DUI class or whatever. Well, you got to, my name is Mark, and I've done messed up, but you had to go to that every week. I had to go, and they had it like at the basement part of a church. And this old man, he was the head of it, so every time you went there, he had to sign you a little card showing you was there. And we had these cards we had to read. I can't remember half of it. We had these cards like, we had to read every time. And there's some cool people in there too. Sometimes we just talk about our experience, like when I got caught, I was doing this and that. Met an older guy named Leo, and I hated the experience. I ain't kidding. I hated the experience. The whole experience, spending money, was like a lot of money I had to spend. But and then when DUI school, we had this big old guy come in. This guy must have been, I swear, he was over 7 feet tall. He was a big old guy. He was like muscular. He was like this. When he sit down, he was like this. That dude looked about my height sitting down. That dude sit there. He didn't hardly talk hardly at all. But we had to read these things, and every so often somebody get their chip. I remember one time when I done finished that class. I remember one time we went and celebrated this guy's. Me and this other guy, we went, and this lady, we actually went celebrated this older man's sobriety and all. He got a chip. We all got together and went there, and I didn't even have to do it. But one time I went in there, and the guy that did the class, as soon as I got there, he was outside, and he said, "Hey, here are the keys. You think you can do the class for me and lock up when you leave?" And he told me what to do because his wife had health issues. I said, "Okay." So man, I had to go in there. I had to go in there and lead the class. Man, I ain't kidding. I had to do everything they usually do. I had to lead the class. And when we was in there, we all talked about our experiences. We had like story time almost. I did at least a little bit different. We usually do it, but I did the main things, and then we start talking, and they were saying I did a good job. They said, man, you did a good job. And they even told the elderly guy that used to do the class, they said, yeah, he did a good job, you know. So I did the class. I felt pretty good. I led it and everything. Then when everybody was done, everybody left. You know, I always had coffee. You know, sometimes you donate $1 or whatever. You put $1 in every time you come, because everybody was always drinking coffee when you go in there. But it was pretty fun. I met some good people on the way. There was not one person that I could tell you I had a problem with the whole time I was in jail. The whole time I did community service, it was like everybody was like it was like we was all part of a family, you know. I mean, it was nice, man. There's one guy I gave him a ride at the end of my community service. I gave him a ride, you know, and he was like, maybe we can get together later on, and we never did. But this all happened like in 99, then we got to 2000 and stuff, and but it's pretty good. All the people I met along the way, I mean, dang, you know, it was almost fun after the stuff we did. I just hated it. My parents had to give me a ride. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have a ride going to that darn class I had to go to class every Saturday and pay like at least, I think it was $35. But it was a lot of damn money in the long run. But yeah, this is part two of that story. I just started thinking about all this stuff. But I remember when I did that class, I had to be over to class. And like I said, that guy that was over 7 foot tall, he comes in and sits down like, yes, sir. He like, I mean, hey, he was like muscular and he was tall and big. He just stood there. I had to pull some words out of him. I said, hey, what happened to you? Why are you here? That's a big joker there. You had to kick him a couple times if you ever got to fight with him. But anyway, that's my story out and shoot. Part two, I didn't know I was going to have part two, but I started thinking about all this stuff. But yeah, we had Washington City cars. We watched a couple of like undercover cop cars, you know, when they come around, and we had these little poles with a brush on them. Had to just wash them, you know, just a basic wash. I don't remember vacuuming none of them. We just did the outside of them. But that's my story. That's my part two. And if I come up with part three, or if I think of anything else, because I can't think of everything sometime at one time, I just hope you can learn from this. Just learn from it. A lot of young kids out there, you know, even adults. I mean, there's some adults out there getting DUIs left and right. I mean, they get them over and over and over again. It's dangerous out there. So until then, YouTube, have a good Sunday. I'm off for my 3 days. I gotta go try to get my taxes done tomorrow. Hopefully I get them done, get some money in the bank. Have a good one, YouTube.